Shout out our sponsors, GW Competitions. They run regular draws for you to win different prizes, from cash to Rolexes to cars and all sorts. It's all legit, and the draw is run through the Google number generator. And the prize is delivered the next day, and if it's cash, it's transferred the same day. The draws are run on Facebook Live and Instagram Live. And you got to be in it to win it.
Ayo, who made this? MO7 did it again.
Again, Big Ego Media Podcast. Today we've got the lovely Kellee come all the way from Somerset. How are you today?
I'm good, yeah. How are you?
I'm not too bad. How's your journey?
The traffic was so bad actually.
Yeah. Is that coming from Somerset or just driving in London?
Yeah, like a bit of both, yeah. When we were in London and on the way, yeah.
Okay. So, Kellee, I wouldn't want to say you're a controversial character, but your music is controversial, I would like to say. So, before we get to that, we want people to get to know you as a person before they know you as the artist or musician.
Yeah.
So, your background, where did you grow up?
So I was born in Hastings. I moved to Somerset when I was 7.
Okay.
I moved to a little village, and then I moved to Yeovil when I was 18, and I've lived there since, yeah.
Okay, so growing up, you grew up with your mum and dad?
Yeah, I grew up with my mum and dad, and I moved to Somerset with my mum and dad. But my dad suffered with alcohol issues, so they broke up. And then I didn't see him for a while, and then sadly passed away when I was 11.
Okay, so to hear that.
Yeah.
How was your childhood? Did you have a good childhood?
Yeah, I did have a good childhood. Yeah, but obviously, like, it was hard. Like, I haven't seen my dad, and with like the alcohol issues that he had. But
and how was you sort of in school academically?
Not very good, to be honest. Because he obviously passed away like as I was starting secondary.
Yeah.
And I feel like that affected me for like the whole of my like school years. So I didn't really go to school. Like I left with like no GCSEs.
None at all?
None, no.
Yeah. Was you a troublemaker at school, or you just didn't sort of seem to get?
No, I just like didn't really turn up, to be honest. I was like always like just sort of bunking off, I guess. Yeah.
And what was your sort of mum saying at this point?
My mum's never been like really strict like with me, to be honest. Like I think she was quite laid back.
Yeah.
But I suppose as like a single mum, like she wasn't really sure what to do, I guess.
Yeah.
But she did really well like raising me. But yeah.
And it's always only been you then?
Yeah. I haven't got any like brothers or sisters. So.
And would you have sort of family around you growing up, or was it just sort of?
Yeah, like I was really close with like my nan and granddad, and then sadly they passed away as well.
Okay.
So it kind of is just like me and my mum, and now like my best friend lives with us. He's like my family now.
Okay.
I have a cousin as well, but she lives quite far away from me, so I don't get to see her that often.
So it's sort of quite just, I guess, a solo sort of lifestyle.
Yeah.
What about friendship groups? You got a broad range of friends?
Yeah. I've got like a good few friends. Yeah, like my best friends. Yeah.
So growing up, what sort of music was you into?
So I used to like really just like pop music, like chart music, and then it was like the last sort of few years, like my mates were all listening to like rap and spitting bars. So then, I started listening to it and giving it a go. And
pop wise, who was you sort of listening to? Who was it?
I used to love Lady Gaga. Yeah. Trying to think now. It feels like ages ago I was listening to like, now I just listen to like H and stuff like that.
Yeah. But so went from Lady Gaga to H. Before, like, what was the first sort of, I guess, hip hop track? Or would you say you sort of listen to that sort of made you think, I like this?
Do you know what? My friend showed me like Bodak Yellow by Cardi B, and I love that.
So it's through the back of that read. So quite recent then.
Yeah, I guess like it's only been like a couple of years I've been writing bars, to be honest. Yeah.
What gave you the confidence? You know what? Actually, I'm gonna try and write bars. Was it just like one day just at home doing it, or was other people doing it around you?
Yeah, like my mates were all doing it, like my guy mates. And I guess like I just started giving it a go, and then like I just started doing it when I was on my own, like driving around, and I realised I actually really enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
So.
And how was it when you first sort of performed in front of your friends? What were their reactions at the time?
They thought it was really good. Yeah.
And your mum?
Yeah, she liked it as well. She thought it was really good.
So, at what point would you figure, you know what, actually, I might take this on as a career?
I guess it was only like sort of like last year that I kind of thought like I want to do this, but it took like quite a lot of courage. It took me a while to actually like come and do it, and then I came in like April, I think it was, April I came to the studio and recorded my first track. So.
I mean, after leaving school, you said you didn't get no GCSEs. What did you do? Did you go into work? Did you go to college or?
I've always worked since I left school. So I think when I left straight away, I went and did a traineeship at college. I did like a business traineeship, and then I left and did a hairdressing apprenticeship. But I left that because it wasn't really for me. But yeah, I've always worked like ever since I left school. I've always had a job.
I mean, not to sort of skip into your one of your latest freestyles where I think you mentioned you're working 3 jobs. Is that something you're doing now?
Yeah, I'm working 3 jobs at the moment. Yeah.
Can you tell us about those jobs?
So I do 2 delivery driver jobs, and I also work as a carer.
Okay.
I was doing the caring full time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's only been recently that I've like cut down my hours there, and I'm doing the delivery driver job as well.
And are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So, you said as recent as April, you said, you know what, I'm gonna go to a studio, and I think we were saying off camera before, you Googled a few studios in London. Why did you want to come to London? Is that because you thought that's the epicenter of where you should be?
I thought studios in London would be better, to be honest. I thought they'd be like really good. So yeah, I Googled studios in London, and then I saw Hot Money Studios, and that Stormzy and like Stefflon Don's recorded there. So yeah.
So you thought that's the best place to go? So I mean, when you've gone there and you've met the guy for the first time, I mean, what is his reaction when you told him this is what I do, and was he sort of encouraging, or how was the conversation? Yeah,
he was really encouraging. I guess like he said that he wasn't expecting. He said that like it was better than what he was expecting.
Okay.
Because I guess he saw like my pictures and was like, oh right. Yeah. But yeah, like he obviously like because I came all the way from Somerset and everything. Yeah. But yeah, he was really lovely. Like made me feel really relaxed.
So I mean, who picked the beat? Did you really have those lyrics already written down before? Or did you write them at the studio?
Yeah, no, I'd already had them written down. It was the Skywalker beat off YouTube, but then it was then edited to make it like my own.
Okay. So, so you just go around looking for different sort of beats on YouTube and.
Yeah, I put in like trap beats. Yeah, for that one.
And then, when you've recorded it and you've sort of finished it, how happy were you with a completed sort of track?
Yeah, I was happy with it. Yeah, I think like when you listen to it again and again, you realise what you could improve on. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But I was happy with it considering it was my first time. I was really nervous when I went there, so I was just proud of myself that I went up to London on my own. Like I recorded it, and to be honest, I hadn't even been like spraying bars in front of people that much or like singing that much, if you know what I mean. So it had only been recently that I'd actually started doing it in front of people. So then,
do you sing too?
Yeah, like yeah.
Okay. So I mean. You've recorded a song and then you decided to make a video. What was the inspiration behind the video?
I guess I just wanted it to be interesting. I just wanted to like create art, if you know what I mean. I wanted there to be loads of different scenery changes and like wanted loads of stuff going on.
Did you direct it yourself?
Yeah, mainly, yeah. The guy that was recording sort of like moved everything around. Yeah. But yeah.
And you've done that now, so you've recorded a song, you've shot a video, and then I guess it's time to upload it on YouTube. How was you feeling before you uploaded on YouTube?
I was excited because I didn't realise it would get so much backlash.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to the backlash. Just before that, you were just excited. Like, I've done this now.
Yeah, I was like excited
And then, what's the first thing you do? You shared it on your Instagram.
Yeah, I think I put it on YouTube. Yeah, and then put it on my Instagram. Yeah.
I mean, how soon after did you start seeing yourself tagged in the blogs?
I think it was the next day. Yeah, that I was tagged in the blog.
And at first, without knowing what's happened, was you, oh my God, what's this? Was you getting a lot of followers at the same time?
Yeah. I guess, I think I've gained like 1,000 followers since then, so that's like in a month. So.
Yeah. So I mean, through the back of that, when you've gone to the blogs and seen yourself there, and you're starting to see the comments. How has that made you feel?
Yeah, it made me feel like shit, to be honest.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, you have to swear. You have to swear. Yeah.
Yeah, like at first, like it made me feel really like shit because I was like really proud of it. Like I was proud of myself that I'd done it, and like with everyone, like obviously, like when you're like proud of something and then someone just comes and shits on it, like it's not gonna make you feel good.
And did it knock your confidence?
It did a bit, but not really because like I believe in myself and I think that's all that matters. And I want to do this. It's what I enjoy. So why should I let people online?
I mean, were they commenting? Was it just the comments on other people's pages, or the actual comment on your page?
No, like people actually comment on my page, and then I actually blocked the comments on the video because they were so nasty. And then people were actually going onto my profile, commenting on my photos, or sending me an actual private message as well. Yeah.
Is that deep?
Yeah, that was pretty shit, to be honest. Like that they're actually going out of their way to like hurt me, if you know what I mean. And
I mean, did you take any of the backlash as constructive criticism and think, you know what, okay, cool, I hear what they're saying? Because like I said, there's going to be trolls all the time.
Yeah.
Did you understand where some people are coming from, or did you think, I mean, some people just being nasty for the sake of being nasty?
Yeah. No, I think, like, if someone gives constructive criticism and they're like, oh, you can do, that could have been better or whatever, like, that's absolutely fine. But when someone just comes at you and it's just nasty, like, pure nasty, then that's, like, shit, obviously.
Did you ever feel like quitting at the time?
No, never, to be honest. No.
And mentally, did you sort of speak to your friends, your mum? Did you sort of say how it made you feel though?
Yeah, I spoke to my friends, my mum. My friend was like ringing me like 5 times a day to check if I was okay because she was so worried. But yeah, no, I had people around me that I could speak to, and I just kind of believed myself, and I was just like, I'm just going to carry on, whatever, to be honest. I kind of just sort of pushed out my head really and was like...
And then... You said you're not, because the song is Go Hard or Go Home. Right?
Yeah.
So you decided you're not going to go home, you're going to come and go hard.
Yeah.
Right? So then you've come back and then you released your freestyle.
Yeah.
What was the thinking behind that?
I guess I just wanted to like come back at the trolls online. I guess I just wanted to like redeem myself, wanted to show people that actually like I can do this. Yeah. And I kind of like realised what they kind of like to like hear, if you know what I mean, because they didn't really rate that. So I was like, okay, let's try something different then.
And I mean, looking at it now as well, is people actually saying, you know what, actually, she's actually got decent lyrics. Maybe they said your flow or delivery could be better, but they actually say, you know what, she actually spitting some truth. Yeah. Some people are still going to say, oh, she's spitting trash, what are you talking about, Bobby, and so on. But I mean, when you see the reaction to the second video, how is it so much different to the first one, and what does it do for your confidence? Yeah, I feel like it was mainly positive comments on that one, and it did make me feel like, as soon as I'd recorded it and put it online, and it was like, the comments were nice, I felt like I could relax. I was like, okay, like I can chill now. Because I was feeling so anxious. So I just wanted to like change people's minds. I wanted to show them that I can do this. I mean, what would you have done if you got lots of more negative comments? Would it be like, okay, that's it, done? No, do you know what? I probably still would have gone again. Why not? Because I think I was saying that off camera, like if you let the trolls defeat you, then what's the point of doing anything? Because you're already doing things on the basis of the opinion of others. Yeah. So I mean, what's the long-term goal? Like, what are you trying to achieve with this? Is it you want to be an artist? Is that the main thing? Yeah, like I am serious about it. Like I do want to be an artist. Like it's really what I want. So it's kind of like shit when people are like, oh, is she actually joking? Like, like are you actually serious? Like I am. Yeah, I'm serious. Like I actually want to be an artist. Yeah. I mean, UK-wise, who do you sort of listen to? Who's your influences? H, like D Block Europe, I love. I guess I love like all of like Dave, Storms, yeah. Well, female rappers, do you sort of, I guess they're your peers. Is there any sort of female rappers that you say, oh, you know what, she's hard? And Steph London, and also there's Tisa Rain as well. She records at Hot Money Studios. Okay. I watched one of her songs, Ballion. That was really good. Yeah. So, I guess the other thing as well with the backlash, do you think people were giving you a lot of backlash just because they didn't think it was good, or is it also because they think, oh look, here's a white girl, they've seen it, oh, it's a culture vulture? Do you think there's that part of it comes into it as well? I think it's probably both, to be honest. I think it is. I feel like they've seen like a white girl from Somerset and heard the accent, they've kind of just like shut me down. Yeah, like they haven't given me a chance. They're like, nah, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it is kind of like, I guess there's some people that just don't like it, but yeah, I think that is definitely part of it. I mean, so do you how do you sort of counteract their opinions and say, you know, actually, I'm actually taking this seriously. It's a genre that I enjoy, a genre that I like. How do you sort of battle against those sort of opinions?
I don't really know.
No.
What can I say?
I don't know. Whatever comes to mind, like what can you sort of say to the people who are saying, "Oh, look, she's just jumping on a bandwagon to rap as well"? Is it something that you're passionate about?
No, like it's something I've always been passionate about music. Like I was always like singing and writing songs when I was little.
Yeah. So you come from someone that actually used to write songs.
Yeah,
and write music
yeah,
and
then
like, I woke up today, I'm gonna be a rapper.
Yeah, no, I guess so. Like, obviously, I just started like spitting bars, and I realised that I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was actually more challenging than writing songs. So, and like I think like when you make like a good like double meaning bar, or like, do you know what I mean, a bit of like wordplay, like I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds sick. Do you know what I mean? Like I liked my bars.
Yeah, I mean, when you play your music, do you sort of play it to yourself, or do you play it to your friends first? Say, guys, what do you think of this? Before you put it out there, or you just like, no, I like it, so I'm gonna put it out there. Do you get people's opinion?
No,
first?
I did get people's opinion first, and literally all my friends liked it as well. So yeah.
I mean, what the Somerset community? What is it mainly? I'm presuming it's predominantly white area in Somerset.
Not really actually. I think it's mixture. Yeah.
So, what about the local Somerset people? Are they saying, you know what, this is our girl and we're supporting it? Are they rooting for you?
A lot of people are, yeah. There is quite a few that, they're really nice. There's been like a few people I've seen like sneak dissing, if you know what I mean.
I was gonna say, yeah, because you say in your second track, you say a lot of friends turn to haters. I mean, let's touch on that. What do you mean by that?
I guess I've just seen people like that I used to get on with, that was friends, and like I've seen them like laugh, reacting like the hate comments. I guess like putting posts up about me, like mugging me off, if you know what I mean. So yeah.
I mean, with the name Kellee, you spelled it differently as well.
Yeah.
Is that something that you done consciously? Or?
Yeah. Because I wanted it Kellee Marie, but there was actually another singer called Kellee Marie with a Y, so I changed it. So yeah, with a double E. Yeah.
And just sort of, you said you also sing. Is that something that you might look to do as well, to incorporate both?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah. So on my last one, I had a little bit of like harmonising in that. So yeah, but yeah, that is something I want to do, definitely. Yeah.
In terms of sort of just the genre, what's the main genre you're gonna go to? Because I guess hip hop goes into a few different categories. You can put some drill into there. You can put classic hip hop into it.
Yeah.
You can put grime into it. What would you say is your sort of safe space?
Well, my next one's gonna be drill. Okay. But yeah, I'm probably gonna, I guess, do drill and grime. Yeah.
And if you can reach out for anyone to jump on a remix, who would you go for? H. If you're listening to this right now, Kellee wants a remix. I mean, just going forward, do you see as a place where you can actually become very successful from this? And do you have a sort of plan B?
I think I can become successful as well.
I mean, what makes you think that you can be successful? Is it because you fully believe in yourself? Like I said, there's a million people out there trying to do the same thing as you. What makes you think that, I guess, you're gonna stand out? What's your unique selling point, would you say?
I think maybe it is a selling point that I've got like a different accent. I guess I'm from a different place because it's something different, isn't it? It's a bit unique. And I think like with my first song that I wrote, it was quite different to what other people write. And I guess that I believe in myself and I'm not going to stop till I do make something of it. So.
And we're speaking off camera as well, and I was saying this as well, that it is not your fault, for example, that you've gone viral, right? And I guess you've gone viral negatively with people saying negative stuff about you. But a lot of people now can turn around and say, well, if she goes on to make it and busts through, it's white privilege. What would you say in that regard? Because you're just rapping. It's not your fault. You went viral. So what would you say to people saying that because you're working for your own hard work, right? Yeah.
I don't think that's true at all. Really. I think it's like what I actually said, what I came out and wrote. Yeah. To be honest, yeah.
What about you, US wise? Who do you sort of look up to US wise in terms of the rap industry? Is there something you listen to, or are you more UK?
Yeah, no, I do like Cardi B, like Megan Thee Stallion, Iggy Azalea, Ashnika, yeah.
So with that as well, like if you had to collaborate with one of them from the US, who would it be? Pick one.
Cardi B.
Not Nicki?
Oh yeah, I do like Nicki as well. But Cardi, yeah.
I mean, let's talk about some of the bars, because I see Festify put something about it last time. So talk us through the bars. What would you think that they're not understanding?
Yeah. So like one of the things he said was like, when I say we don't just swallow, we can also spit. He was like saying like, oh, this is a girl that you've got representing you to like women, but it was actually meant to be a bar to like empower women, because it was like a double meaning of, I meant spit bars, so I meant like we can take over like women can like break into the music industry as well, we can spit bars.
I mean, I'll be honest, I think he knows, we all know, it's not gone over our head.
Yeah.
We all know that what you mean, but
Yeah.
it's just a double, what do you call it, meaning to it. But I guess he's just, looking at the fact that you talked about swallowing, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, is that, had it been a Cardi B saying that, would anyone say anything about it? Because Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion talking about everything. So I think we do understand what you meant by that, and also you don't just swallow, you spit. You talk about spitting bars.
Yeah.
But I guess he's just talking at the over 18 angle.
Yeah, I guess, but I like meant like we're not just there for sexual purposes, if you know what I mean. Like I meant we're not there just for sexual purposes. We can break into music like scene as well. Like we can rap as well. We can spit bars. That was what it was meant to mean. So I guess if it came across wrong, but
no. I mean, speak your truth. That you want to explain it, you explain it. Speak your truth. Don't let no one tell you why, how you should, or what you mean. You explain it. Any other bars you want to sort of clarify as well?
Yeah, I thought I'd talk about the chorus. I don't think anyone understood the chorus.
Okay, take the chorus.
So like, obviously I say I'm not Kanye, so let me get in my zone. Because in his song he says like, don't let me get in my zone. And then when I say like, I'm blessed, just ask Jerome. Jerome's an ancient priest, so that's why I say like, I'm blessed, just ask Jerome. And
I didn't even know that. My sister was teaching me here.
And also like, because Kanye's new album's really religious, that's why I used the Jerome. And also he talks about a Jerome in his songs, but he's on about a different Jerome. So it did like have context, because Kanye's been like a inspiration to me as well. So that was what that was meant to me.
Like I said, sometimes there'll be bars people are not going to get. As long as you get it yourself, that's the main thing. I mean, like I said, I didn't even know who Jerome was. I got a friend called Jerome, but now I thought Jerome was an ancient priest. So there you go. So you're teaching us something new as well. So like I said, people are always going to have opinions. And if you want to clarify them, it's up to you. If you don't want to clarify them, it's on to the next. And you just keep making your music. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Any other bars you want to clarify?
I don't know. I think that's all right, actually.
I mean, just quickly on the second one, what do you think? Why do you think people enjoy that one more than the first one? You think it's like want to give it a shot compared to where you're just sort of brand new, just put onto us?
I think the flow was probably better because I wasn't so nervous. So I think that was part of the reason. I guess like it was more what they want to hear. If you know what I mean? Yeah.
All right. Another thing as well, which I was like. You come down to London every 2 weeks, go to that studio.
Yeah.
Is there no studio in Somerset that's good enough? Like, that's a long way to trek for a studio time.
There probably is, but I really like the studio now, and I've like got to know the people that work there, and I really like the studio, so I'm gonna stick with this.
And I guess through your hard, like so you're working 3 jobs and you're sort of funding all of this yourself. How is that? How do you find the time to work the 3 jobs and also write your bars and then travel over here? How do you make time for yourself to do things? You're 22, right?
Yeah.
Just to do things that you like to do yourself as a 22-year-old girl.
It has been hard, to be honest. Like since I've put this song, I haven't really done much for myself. You know what I mean? Because I used to always go out and do things all the time. Like, well, I suppose we haven't really been able to. But okay. But it has been kind of hard. Yeah.
Is there ever a time where you think, I'm putting so much money in this, I hope it goes through? Or is there a time where you think, you know what, I might need to take a different route? Or is it, you know what, I'm going to do this regardless, no one's stopping me, no trolls, nothing's going to
I'm going to do it regardless. Yeah.
So you got another track coming out, you said, a dual track. What's it called? Can you tell us?
Yeah, it's called Setting Pace.
Setting Pace,
yeah.
Okay. And what's the thinking behind that?
I guess I just wanted to come in with another one, show them what I can do. And just tell them that I'm here to stay, basically. So
you at the moment you're releasing this track independently and you put them on Spotify and everything like that?
Yeah.
So just through your own channel, basically?
Yeah.
So that's Setting Pace is coming through, and then do you have sort of lyrics written for days, or you write? What inspires your writing?
I don't really know. Well,
anything.
I don't know. I guess like now I'm kind of like coming back at the haters, I guess.
So the trolls, I guess.
They inspire you. Work harder. Yeah.
So do you have sort of a project in plan, or you just trying to release singles, or you got like sort of an EP or album that you're trying to plan?
I think I'm just gonna release like a single every like couple of weeks. To be honest, at the moment, yeah.
So every couple of weeks, a single.
Yeah.
So we've got we're half the year done. So that means we're gonna. So every couple of weeks, so you got about 13 more tracks coming this year.
Yeah.
Do you think that could be too much, giving people too much too soon, or do you think you have to be consistent so you stay in there in the?
I think I have to be consistent. Yeah.
So, what would you say this time next year, May 21st, 2022? What are we saying about Kellee? What would have happened at that time? I said Kellee, so Kellee. What would have happened at that time?
I think I'm gonna be like performing in shows. Yeah.
I mean, that's another thing. How confident are you in terms of performing in show? Cause like that, I mean, people can say what they like online, right? But imagine now in front of people. Are you afraid of that reaction? I mean, how would you react? I mean, hopefully, for touch wood, you get lots of cheers and people are screaming your name. What happens then if people are booing or anything like that? I mean, what would you do? Would you continue performing? How would that be for you?
Yeah, I'd have to continue, I guess. Yeah, but I don't know. I just hope that they would.
You know what? I like your determination. You seem someone that's really focused and you know what you want to do. And in regards to your studio sessions, how does that work at the moment? You sort of just you go there with a beat in mind already and you do the beats, or do you sort of write stuff while you're there as well?
No, I write it beforehand and I get the beat, and then obviously like they edit the beat and like change it around.
Okay. And you said the studio's called
Hot Money Studio.
Hot Money Studios. Well, like I said, right? Every day, people are going to troll you. People are going to say what they like about you. End of the day, it's about your opinions. You come to this world on your own and you'll die on your own.
Yeah.
And you've shown through determination that you're going to continue irrespective and regardless of what other people may say. So long may it continue. I mean, do you see us? Are you sort of sending your tracks to radio stations and stuff like that for them to start playing it yet?
Not yet, no. Someone actually did interview me on the radio station. They played my song afterwards.
Yeah.
That's a local radio station in Somerset.
But that's how it starts, right?
Yeah.
That's how it starts. So, I mean, how proud did you feel that you've been hearing your song on radio?
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, but it's amazing.
But yeah, so hopefully people have got to know you a little bit better, because sometimes someone might see something online and jump on a bandwagon and say something about someone without actually knowing the person themselves and getting to know your history. So we kind of got to know your history. You grew up, I guess, not in hardship, but like losing your father at a very young age and just being you and your mum and not having sort of family around.
Yeah.
But through that, you sort of persevered, and long may it continue. And let's hope that the music career takes off. I'll continue to look forward to see what the next track brings. And let's see what they say in the comments.
Yeah.
And any sort of last words you want to say yourself to people, the supporters and the haters?
Yeah, I want to say like thank you to all the supporters, because over like the last week I've had like really lovely messages, like so many like nice messages from nice people. So yeah, I want to say thank you, and I don't really have anything to say today.
do you read every single message you get?
Yeah, every message. Yeah, I've stopped reading the comments now.
Yeah.
Like,
I think with comments you're gonna end up just leave it. Take it with a pinch of salt. But with messages, so everyone that messages you respond.
I always reply to my message. Yeah.
Even the people who are talking shit to you.
No. I just reply to the nice messages.
Yeah. I'll tell you one great function: block button.
Yeah.
It works every time.
Yeah.
It works every single time. Guys, that was Big Ego Media, short and sweet. That there is Kellee. Where can they find you?
So you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, it's Kellee Marie, Twitter, TikTok. But yeah, it's all the same. It's Kellee Marie. That's my name on there. Yeah.
Thank you. Have a safe ship back.